Alrighty.
Back again.
Back to the last round after 2 fancy sessions. A little bit of back and forth on both sides. We're back with Toph.
Yes. A green matchup. I'm earthbending lands. You are putting them in the graveyard and back into play.
Yeah. I basically try to mirror pool my bear.
Yeah. You saw the way it works. Hopefully I get to create a creature that's big enough to push through Lumra over here, or somehow interact with your board in order to be quicker. So there's a couple of lines that I have. I think if you start to resolve Lumra and again, then the game's basically over for me, since I have no way of getting rid of such a big creature.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see.
On
we'll
the
see
contrary,
how it goes.
you get to resolve all your spells. I don't interact at all.
Yeah.
If it isn't for Beast Within or how's the other thing called? The Tangle Spawn whatsoever. The fight spell.
Bridge.
The bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think these are the only 2 interaction spells. I'm not the most seasoned Lumra player, I have to say. So if I miss the most optimal lines, don't roast me in the comments.
Yes.
But yeah, let's see how it goes.
Let's
decide who starts first. Maybe you're lucky this time. You are not.
Never.
I will start the game.
So I think this is probably the most draw dependent matchup.
Probably.
Play draw dependent matchup. We'll resolve mulligans and get back. All right,
we're back.
We're back
with
6 cards on my side.
Yes, exactly. 7 on my side and a subscription on your side.
Let's hope so.
Yes, let's hope so. I will start again.
Yes.
With a Delighted Halfling.
That's a good card.
Passing a turn. I think so
too. I think I can take my turn off to bolt that.
Okay.
Your turn.
I thought so. Yeah, I think I will play a Talon Gates, not gating anything, and casting a Lotus Cobra.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I will draw.
Lovely Lotus Cobra.
I think that's... I can do this. Maybe that works. I'll play an Orcish Lumberjack.
Ooh.
And a Treetop Village.
We haven't seen that one yet.
Been a long time since we last played it.
Really cool. Cast a Basingsee. No, play.
Yeah.
Like a green mana.
Yeah.
For 4, I will cast a Sowing Microspawn.
Yes.
Yeah, I will search for a castle and have another green mana floating, which I will not use, and then I will pass the turn.
Okay. I will draw. Oops, sorry. I guess I will try to... I have my colors, so I guess I will try to FOMO, discard a Restless Ridgeline, draw a card, and play a tapped Shifting Woodland and pass the turn.
Delirium is not yet active, right?
No.
Okay. So, okay. I will make a green mana.
Yes.
And I show you why I choose the Castle Garen brick. Play a Zuran Orb.
Yeah. With that,
make a green mana.
Yeah.
Make a green mana. I think I have it. We will see. Make 6, cast Lumra.
Yeah.
Will sacrifice all my lands.
Yep.
In response, so I go up to 30.
With the trigger on the stack.
Oh, actually I have to, otherwise it dies, right?
Ah, you have to keep 1.
I probably have to keep 1.
I mean, you can put it back to the zone and hope to
recast
it next turn.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have... So you're getting 5 mana now when they enter, plus whatever else enters.
Yeah.
So you could risk it for the biscuit, but then you're only going 4 cards deeper into the library. Oh, and much more life.
I think I will sacrifice all the lands.
Okay, so with the trigger on the stack,
yeah,
I won't exile a green card in Endurance.
Okay,
that would be great.
Thanks a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, my prime time is gone. That's a bit sad, but I'm getting a bunch of mana.
Yeah.
So 7. It's exactly 1 short, right?
Yeah.
So I could have maybe replayed it now. Yeah, I think then with the 7, I will just cast a Horizon Explorer.
Yeah, you had exactly enough, yeah.
Yeah. And I will go.
You get to face something out with the Talon Gates.
That is correct. I mean, I can face out the Lumberjack and attack for 3.
3.
You can go.
Okay. Game 2.
Okay, I have a finale in hand for the finish.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You have 50 life.
Next turn, I definitely have you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. All right.
Okay.
Good.
Keeping 7 this time.
Me too.
Maybe it'll go better. I will start us off with a Forest and a Sylvan Safekeeper. Pass the turn.
Interesting. That's not the dork that I expected. I think I will start us off with an auto fetch Cavaretti Courtyard. And then I pass a turn.
Draw. I will play a land, attack for...
Yeah, go ahead. I don't search for the forest, I search for the snow-covered waste.
You can't get wastes.
Oh, right, you're right, sorry. Yeah, true.
I'll attack for 1.
Yep.
And play a 3 visits and get a surveil land.
Okay.
That is here. I'll resolve my surveil.
Sure.
That's fine. Then you can go.
Okay. Then I will cast a Tiller Engine. Pass the turn.
Okay. 1 tap. I'll draw. I will exile a Pyroblast to Fury the Tiller Engine.
That makes sense.
And crack the Crystal Vein to cast Toph, Earthbending the Commercial District and attack for 9.
It's a lot of damage in a short period of time. Ja, dann muss ich das spielen. You can go.
Okay, I will untap. I will draw. Play a land, fetch. I'll go for a forest. And then I would like to play a Domri, Anarch of Bolas.
Ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one.
So my creatures get +1, +1, +0. And I get to try to fight. I will go to combat. And attack with everything.
So I have to cast my Endurance. So if I do this, either way, I think I'm dead next turn. I have to block either Toph or the land.
Or if you... No, you have to block the land.
Because of the double strike, it's 10 damage. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, then I block the land and I take 5.
No, 6, sorry. They get +1, +0.
True.
Yeah. Then I will plus Domri and pass turn.
That's not the draw. Then we will go over to game 3.
Okay. Felix is still chewing.
So you have to entertain the people?
Yes.
Which you don't.
Yeah, I've kept 6.
I
think
have
the hand
7.
is okay. We'll see.
I'll start with an auto fetch again.
Yes.
Going for a forest, and here we go.
I'll draw for turn. I will also play a forest and a wild growth on my forest.
Again. My turn. Play an explore.
Yep.
That's turn.
All right. We are probably looking at a turn 2 Lumra.
Turn 3.
Turn 3, yeah. But that doesn't change my plan. I will play a Verdant Catacombs, cast a Badgermole Cub.
Oh yeah, nice.
Earthbend the Verdant Catacombs, crack for a Surveil land, and have both of these. Have that in play as well.
Yep.
Then it's your turn.
All right. You were right.
That's what I thought.
I'll crack that.
Yeah.
Cast my commander, trigger. It resolves, right?
Yeah.
4. Returning 5 lands. That's mighty.
Yeah.
It's this way. Everything is tapped, and this one will auto-fetch itself.
Yeah.
So I go up to
22.
22, search myself a forest, and you can go.
Draw. Fetch. Chain Lightning you.
Okay.
Shock.
Is a
Cast.
mountain, I assume?
Yeah. As a mountain. Cast Toph.
Okay.
Return Chain Lightning. Pass turn.
Okay. Draw a card. That works. Sorry?
Why am I? Oh yeah, I fetched twice.
You fetched twice, yeah. Sorry. Float 2 mana.
Yeah.
Then I play the Basing See.
Yeah.
Attack for 8.
Take 8.
I forgot about my floating mana.
Ah.
I have the amulet first.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. We'll fetch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I will try my luck. I will sack this for 2. And not entirely sure how, or I will keep that one open just in case. Then I would like to sacrifice a mirror pool and create a copy of Lumra.
You need to tap this.
No.
It costs 1 colorless mana to
Oh,
activate.
right. Sorry, yeah. You're correct. Yep.
So 4 plus 1 colorless,
Yeah.
which you've now paid.
5, right?
Yeah.
Then I make a copy of that guy.
Yeah. Do you keep the copy or Lumra?
I think you always keep Lumra, right?
Not sure. I mean, if you have the ability to cast Lumra again from the command zone.
I've casted it once.
So for 8,
Yeah, maybe
or you can. I'm not sure how like
I will say that the more experienced players in the chat will tell us whether or not it was correct to do that. So I have a trigger here.
Yeah.
4. Okay. So we will return this, and that. Everything untapped, or not exactly, but
they trigger to untap.
The trigger to untap.
All the triggers can resolve except, I mean, this one it
Yeah.
untaps, but you don't have
It
any
doesn't matter.
Maya, so
I will resolve that one.
Yeah.
And so trigger along the way. Now I have Delirium. Now I can probably search myself something.
You can traverse for a Sylvan Safekeeper if you play.
I go for a Sylvan Safekeeper, and then I can loop.
And now you have Infinite.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That should seal the deal. And then you will eventually make infinite mana, mill your entire library. You can Shifting Woodlands your 6. Is that the way? I'm just trying to think.
With
and then,
6 and
then you
graveyard.
can either win with the Thought-Knot Seer, I think, or how do you get back Finelli?
You can make Infinite Life with the Zuran Orb.
You can also make Infinite Life, which is already enough against you.
And when your lands aren't in the graveyard, you can then Endurance yourself.
Exactly.
To put all your
spells
back.
Yeah. I think that should be enough in this matchup to seal the deal here. Okay.
GG's.
GG. Probably the most
the least hopeful matchup.
The least hopeful matchup. But also we saw in the second game, and we said it in between, that
there are
whenever
some draws that
you
are
bring
fast
up your
enough.
things that I'm not fast enough. Maybe my hand that I've kept was a bit too slow here.
Yeah, my hand was pretty fast here,
Mm-hmm.
but in this case, you know, turn two, turn three Lumra. There's nothing I can do there.
That's right, yeah. And as you've seen, I messed up some sequences here and forgot about mana that I floated and stuff, since it's more or less the first time it's the second time I played. I played it for 1 or 2 matches or something, and was goldfishing a little bit here and there, and we did the deck tech with Alex. But apart from that, I've played against it a couple of times, of course.
And you see the way it plays when you play against it. So
yeah, exactly. So
not that difficult to replicate.
Well, to replicate the combo, it's not difficult, but you have to know what to go for, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. That's about that.
Thanks for tuning
in. We will see each other in probably a low-win session.
Exactly.
Something featuring a low-win commanders. We are not yet
quite decided how we're going to showcase them. There's some cool tribal things you can do in the set, and we might focus.
Maybe we will explore that. Maybe we will search for more ways to include the commanders into the current meta game, which might be a bit difficult.
Yeah, I think they're not that powerful overall. There's a couple that are pretty good, but I think the transformability, you can't really do much synergy based around that, because if you're reliant on it, then your commander is probably just going to die, and then,
True. So we will see. Thanks a lot for tuning in, guys.
And see you next time.
Yes.